Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian, Lorgon111, and welcome back to Terraria 1.4 Master Mode, the quest to collect all the things in the bestiary, which is basically what it's turning into. I'm doing the thing where I open up my inventory briefly, so that some people will glance at it and get excited about some of the things that they saw in it, but I have done some work off camera again since last time. And among the things you see in my inventory are a couple of drops from Crimson Mimics, and so I'm probably actually showing some clips of me killing a couple of Crimson Mimics down in the little underground Crimson area that I set up. But we managed to get 2 drops from them. I actually got 2 copies of Fetid Bagnets, which is insanely fast speed melee damage. Like that. Like, let's see what the DPS looks like. Let me put it on the bar really quick and we can find out. Alright, 514 damage per second. That's like 800 damage per second, and that's not even reforged. And yeah, one imagines it could get higher. But the other thing, the thing I really wanted to get, is Flesh Knuckles. 7 defense. Just by itself. And it's a material. And if we talk to the guide about said material, it can be combined with the Paladin Shield to turn into the Hero Shield. Oh, it's still only 7 defense though then. I thought maybe it would be worth more defense. Yeah, because I already have the absorb 25% damage, blah 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 blah. So that wouldn't actually add anything. What's the other thing it can be combined with? The Power Glove, which increases melee knockback and increases melee speed and gives you auto swing, into the Berserker's Glove, which is also 7 damage. Whereas this puts a shell around the owner when below 50% that reduces damage by 25%, but is only 6 defense. Compared to this one, that would be 1 extra defense, but we'd lose that 25%. I think it's actually not worth it. But maybe I could stack this instead of something else, like a warding one of these would be pretty amazing. And I guess if I'm gonna do it, like I might as well make it a warding one of these, just in case I ever want to swap shields for some other reason. So I think I am gonna combine it. I do have an extra Paladin Shield. Did I already have it in my inventory? I don't. I think I am gonna go and combine it, even though it's probably gonna be super expensive to reforge. I got money. It's not a problem, right? So let's do some tinkering. Hero Shield, 7 defense, kablam. And then let's go talk to a goblin. He's a good friend of mine. I give him lots of money. Maybe that's why we're such good friends. Alright, goblin. How you doing today? How much does it cost to reforge this? 16 gold. Well, I got 55 platinum. And of course we're going for warding. Because basically the entire point is to get an 11 defense item. There we go, warding. And it only cost me... didn't cost me that many platinum. Alright, so that is good. So that is one thing crossed off the list. Don't know that I'm going to immediately use that. But we'll have it available. Oh, I'm still wearing the discount card. Let's put that back where it belongs. Over here. Put my wings back over here. So, next on the list. I also did some fishing off camera. I was fishing up some Prismite in the Hallow. And I got this. It is the Crystal Serpent. I guess you can fish it from right at the very start of hard mode. And it's a magic item that kind of like has this spray damage. And so early into hard mode, this could actually be a pretty good weapon. But it's a little too late for us now, so I won't be doing anything with that right at the moment. I also fished up a Divine Crate, which sounds interesting. I don't think I've ever had that one before. And gold, crystal shards, soul of light, and bait. Alright. Not as interesting as I thought it was going to be in terms of its contents. And then finally I have vertebrae and vicious powder. And I think we'll be able to create the summoning item to summon the Brain of Cthulhu here in this corruption world, but I don't actually know how this works. It's kind of new mechanics to me. To be able to have both Crimson and Corruption in the same world. But I'm fairly certain there's a Demon Altar over here somewhere. So let's go visit said Demon Altar. And yeah, Bloody Spine. Cool. And I can make 2 of them, I think? Yeah, so we'll be able to summon that guy twice. And my inventory is a little bit of a mess. But a little bit of a mess. Never stopped anybody from trying to summon a boss. I've expanded this area out here a little bit in the hopes of trying to fill my bestiary with some of the guys. That might have actually been one of them. No, that was another goblin. I didn't get a good look at him. Some of the guys who spawn in the Crimson Desert, so I started putting some sand out here. But it hasn't even really crimsonified the sand very much yet. So we'll probably have to spend some time waiting for that to get all nice and crimsonified. But I have a feeling I'm super overpowered for the Brain of Cthulhu, and so it doesn't matter that I don't have a good arena. All we need to do is have Underground Crimson, and we'll be able to fight this guy. I wonder if you could even fight him in the Underground Corruption, actually. That might be an interesting thing to experiment with, actually. But yeah, here's the current look of this place. I've been kind of hollowing it out a little bit more. And I also added some sand blocks over here, hoping that they'll get crimsonified, so that we can get some of the desert enemies down here too. Yeah. But enough stalling, let's go ahead and do a boss battle. Brain of Cthulhu is awoken. Where is he? There he is. I found him. He's right there. Oh look, we've already defeated phase 1. Slayer of Worlds. I got an achievement. Alright, neat. That was not too difficult. That might be the most damage I've ever dealt with this weapon. Quickly. Let's go ahead and fight another one. I'm kind of curious if I could fight him in the Corruption, but probably not. And I don't feel like walking over there and walking back. So let's fight this guy again. Oh dear. We dealt with everything in phase 1, and now we dealt with everything in phase 2. Okay, so there, if you've never seen him before, there's the Brain of Cthulhu. It's very difficult, but somehow we managed to win. And we got some kind of thingy as a result. And we'll take a look at that back home, I think. Okay, that was actually fun. Fun for me in any case. Don't know that it was fun for the Brain of Cthulhu. But it doesn't matter to him. And hopefully we got a couple more things in our bestiary as a result of that. Okay, so I'm going to drop off some things. One, we got a relic. And I'm going to just call this part of the normal boss progression, actually. If I'd realized that we could get the Crimson sooner, we could have done it sooner. But we will add that to the normal boss relics, and then we'll put an extra relic over in here. So what is this? Equipable summons a spider brain, pickled and shrunken. So I presume it's a little pet who follows us around and looks like a spider brain and has the ability to fly like that. Alright, spider brain. We got to see him for a little bit. Now he's going to go away, as most pets do. And it looks like I actually got 2 of them, so I can actually sell one of these. It's the same thing, right? Brain a jar, yes. Alright, I'm going to sell one of those. I'm going to sell one of the fetid bog nuts because I don't plan to use it for anything. Got a worm banner, which I only just noticed. And we got treasure bags. Let's open up the treasure bags and see what we get. We get Crimtane ore and a Brain of Confusion, which is equipable, has a chance to create illusions and dodge an attack. Temporarily increase critical chance after dodge, may confuse nearby enemies after being struck. This might actually be useful, like during Moonlord kind of stuff. We could possibly dodge a Moonlord attack. That could be a big deal. So that's one that we might actually want to have. And we also got tissue samples. So this is basically the equivalent of Demonite and Shadow Scales, if you were in a Crimson world to start. All right, neat. And then I want to check out the bestiary, because I think this should add a couple of guys. I was actually trying to look in my bestiary at literally every missing number that's left. We got Santa Claus at 25. I think we got like a Christmas Rabbit at 36. Somewhere around the 143s, we're missing some Blood Moon critters probably. There was something missing at 153 that looked like it was Blood Moon. 224 looked like it was going to be underground desert, so I should be able to uncover that at some point. 290 with somebody in the hard mode dungeon, it looks like, that we probably haven't seen. 318 would have been corrupt desert. And then 333, there's a bunch missing around here, and that's probably Crimson Desert. So we got our Crimson Mimic, and actually I've killed a few of them, but I guess not enough to see all the different drops that they have, but we got 2 of them at least. Crimson Mimic, like the front view or whatever, like it looks really funny with the eyeball. 348 is something that I think is probably in the Light Desert, just before the Light Mummy maybe. Same with 350. And then in the 378, looks like something from the tower defense stuff with the Ethereum stuff that we'll come back to. But then I guess the boss, the Brain of Cthulhu, is going to be somewhere later on. So if we go down into bosses, is this it? Yeah, Brain of Cthulhu. Great. And Creeper, which is his little eyeball thingies that surrounded him at the very beginning and did not last very long in this world. Okay, so that's how we get this boss checked off in this world. And we're up to 94, more than 94%. I'm pretty pleased with how this is going. Every day I'm making progress. Let me go ahead and clean up my inventory and figure out what we'll be doing next. I think what I want to do next is go down to my underground mushroom area, because I want to remember just how easy it is to get truffle worms. Basically, I need to work my way up to at least giving Duke Fishron a shot. I've only killed him like once or twice before, ever, and I don't even remember if it was in expert mode. It's not a boss that I have hardly any practice against and don't know good strategies against. And so I expect whatever I do is going to involve a whole lot of kiting. But before we can even fight Duke Fishron, we need to get some truffle worms. So I'm actually going to turn off the DPS meter to make it easier to see the rare creatures. It ought to show up reasonably frequently around here. Yeah, truffle worms on screen, apparently. So let's get my bug net ready to go. What am I looking at over here? Demonic Shroomerang. I see the truffle worms right here. And they've gotten a little bit slower, so they're easier to catch, which is a welcome change in my book. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can catch a few more, and then we can just take some practice shots at Duke Fishron and try to get a sense of what he's like and start making some plans for an arena or something. So let me see if I can just manage to catch a couple more. Got him. Truffle worm, I see him. Kablam. Yeah, the key to this is definitely NPCs. I've got 2 NPCs over here, so it means we're not getting too many monster spawns, and we are getting lots of friendly critters. And so this is taking no time at all, basically. Like, I walk over here, I wait for 2 or 3 seconds, keeping an eye on my rare creatures meter, occasionally killing some bad guys, and then when I see Truffle Worm, I ignore all the hazards and go for it. Truffle Worm. Got him. Alright, great. It might be hard to ignore all the hazards if you're not at, like, endgame level armor just yet. But that is... where are they in my inventory? There they are. 4 more truffle worms. Amazing. I think I already had some at home already. I also caught some more of these random critters, so we can stack them away. And yeah, the demonic Shroomerang, I guess, is a... I imagine it's hard mode. Well, it's only 21 melee damage. I wonder if you could just get this early in the game, and I just never saw it before. It's not a material, sadly, so I don't think I'll be doing anything with it, but that's something fun to see. And, okay, my truffle worms just got stacked away. I think I put them with fishing, actually. What did I do with truffle worms? Aha, finally found them in my hard mode ores chest. I guess I'll leave them in there, and I'll remember that they're in there in the future. But let's grab, I think any fishing rod will do. And I've already got the magic conch on me. So this is, like, not a serious attempt. This is just trying to remember what Duke Fishron is like and how much speed I need to avoid him. So this is my only bait. So we should just fish him up. Let's turn off the mini-map. Okay, Duke Fishron. I could deal a fair amount of damage to him with this weapon, actually. Okay, that's interesting. And my summons are also doing a fair amount of damage, too. And my wings are letting me fly pretty well. He has not done any of his special attacks or anything yet, though. I will heal. Okay, right. So he summons Shark Tornadoes. Okay, that's totally a thing. Alright, I got him half down without even trying, though. I might be able to do this. Okay, like if I get some potions and buffs and all that kind of stuff. Like I got him like 2/3 of the way down there without any kind of plan. So let me think about what my plan is. I guess honey, campfire, heart statue, usual buff potions, and that might be enough, honestly. Let me put all those things together and see what we can do. Okay, so here's the plan. I've got campfire, heart lantern, honey. I've also got a campfire and heart lantern up in the sky to help us out. And I grab some potions. Wrath, summoning, life force, swiftness, thorns, endurance, and we also have well-fed iron skin and regen. And so if I summon another one of these, I didn't mean to have my ice rod still in my inventory. That belongs back in here. But yeah. And then I should really be in the honey. So we have our regen going, because I'm not going to hop back in the honey again, I don't think. Okay. And so now let's just try to do a good job. It's not too much to ask, right? Do a good job. So far it's going pretty good, it seems. Okay, he shot some crazy round fireball thingies. Okay, stay out of the tornadoes of death and destruction and despair. He's already halfway down, though, and we've hardly taken any damage. He just turned a different color, so I think this is a new phase heal. I do have a chance to possibly get back in the honey, so I'm going to do it. Oh, we're close. I'm not sure I'm going to pull it off, but we're close. If I was better at aiming, I might have gotten him already. I'm not even sure where he is right now. There he is. Where'd he go? Quit being not on the screen, and come be on the screen. You're almost dead, but so am I. Oh, we got him! I see the loot. Interesting. So I think that counts. Yeah, it definitely counts, because there's a relic lying over there on the ground. That totally counts. Hooray! I've been loathing having to fight this guy, and it turns out that he's not so bad. When you have the solar eruption and good mobility and other things. See, who knew? Okay, this was definitely not a boss battle. I intended to fight and win today. I got something called Pork of the Sea, I do believe. Pork of the Sea, equipable, summons a tiny Fishron. Ah, look at that. He's a little pet. He follows us around. He flies around. It's still a little bit too distracting, but that one I think is at least cute and also looks like if you were to dye it different colors, like you could do fun things with it potentially. So not bad. Alright, Duke Fishron Relic. That is definitely going on the wall. Brain Cthulhu, not a hard boss to defeat at this point. Duke Fishron, definitely a hard boss, but we managed to defeat him, even if he simultaneously defeated us. Kablam. Relic. Done. Look at this. We're getting so many relics. They hardly even fit on the screen at this point, because I've done so well. Amazing. We also got a treasure bag. Let's open that thing up. We got a damaged tsunami. Shoots 5 arrows at a time. I kind of remember that weapon. And a shrimpy truffle. That is a mount who flies and is really good underwater, as I recall. Like, he's got, like, super acceleration when you take him to the ocean. So let's take him to the ocean. Yeah, so underwater like this, like, you can't see me right now because I don't have any light. There you go, now you can see me. So if I stay near the surface, like, look how fast he, like, turns around and corners. So potentially, like, if you wanted to, like, fight the Moon Lord in the ocean, like, maybe this would give you, like, a ton of mobility as an option. And if you do come out of the water, you at least get, like, some flight. Actually, is it infinite flight? Let's see if I can fly up to the top of the map. There'll probably be a Martian flying saucer if I go up here, so... Yeah, it seems like I could fly all the way to the top if I wanted to. We're definitely filling out a whole lot of the sky portion of the map that I hadn't seen before. But I don't really want a Martian invasion right now. So that's a cool mount. I am happy that we were lucky enough to get it. Should definitely put some torches on the bottom of the ocean at some point. Some coral torches or something. Yeah, and I'm trying to remember if Duke has any drops that I would want. I think we're kind of past all of them in terms of the weapons. Like, some of them could be pretty good. But yeah, I don't think I'm likely to use any of them. Like, I don't think I'm going to try to reforge the Tsunami, for example. I think that's just going to go in the old weapons chest for now. And Pork at the Sea was a pet, so that can go in the pets chest. And this is a mount, so it can also go in here, because I think mounts are in here. No, mounts are in here. Yeah. So I'm not going to use that right now. But that is one I could potentially see coming back to later, this Shrimpy Truffle. So, man, okay, Duke Fishron, we got another boss. We got 2 bosses today? Like, that's a success no matter how you measure things. I'm thrilled to pieces about that. Oh, right, there's a traveling merchant. Let's talk to this guy. Maybe he's selling a flamingo. He is! Boom! Is he selling anything else? Celestial Wand, we already have that. I could have the Star Princess to go with it, which I guess was Super Mario Galaxy or something, which is something I played but didn't realize that it was called SD. But yeah, I put away that pet because the pet was taking a buff slot and we were overflowing the buffs during the Frost Moon. You remember it. But basically every time... Anti-portal block can be placed. Portals cannot be created on the surface of these blocks. Buy price 1 silver. What is the purpose of that? Is that like some multiplayer protect your base something? I'm gonna buy some of these. I don't think they have any great purpose to me, but I'm gonna buy some and store them in my blocks chest. And that way if anyone comments, oh my gosh, that's a rare item and you can do this and this and this with it, then I will have it. But I've mentioned a few times, anytime the traveling merchant comes by and he's selling a lawn flamingo, I always buy another one and I always put it on the lawn. So at this point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times that he's come by, he's been selling the lawn flamingo apparently. So that is also pretty great. 2 bosses and a 10th lawn flamingo. That's some pretty good stuff. Where are we in an episode at this point? I have no idea. Alright, this is certainly going to be a shorter episode, but I am happy enough with what we managed to accomplish today, and that brought my bestiary number up to 94.42%. Yeah, we've got 19 out of 20 of the enemies in this game killed. I'm feeling pretty good about that, and we still have the whole, once we defeat the Frost Moon, we'll be able to get the Frost Legions. That's going to be a few more enemies, as well as a day of Christmas and Santa Claus. So that's going to be like another big group of them, I think. And then there's a lot of little scattered enemies here and there, and then obviously some final bosses. So yeah, look forward to that. I hope as always that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Terraria 1.4 Master Mode. For now, bye-bye.